a new band of rebels arose who were determined to carry the fight to Jerusalem. The Sicarii. To the Sicarii, anyone who wasn't fighting the Romans was a collaborator and worthy of death.
Many were slain every day, and the fear men were in was worse than the calamity itself.
Why I gotta live in the community where I come from if I don't gotta live in all the other communities that I'm serving? Why can't I have home base somewhere where I'm comfortable because I need time to exhale and to breathe? Where I come from is a war zone. I've been shot, stabbed, and sliced. Where I come from, this scar you see right here, bang it. That was for my face. I was lucky to block that. Bang it. Why I gotta stay somewhere where I've been shot, stabbed, sliced, incarcerated in a juvenile detention facility, and then work my way up to the adult prisons? I am protecting my children. How many children you have, Gorilla Hebrew?
I got one, and I got one on the way. I just went to ultrasound for my second child today. And now, and let me say this.
Congratulations.
I had an ultrasound for my second child a block away from where I got shot, and I live blocks away from where I got shot 10 years ago. You understand what I'm saying? So I hear what you're saying, but I can exhale and I can be comfortable in the same place where I done shot, stabbed, and banged it out at.
No doubt. Now, let me say this. We all built differently. I had enough. Maybe you ain't get enough. I got enough. I'm not gonna keep being abused in the community because then I ain't gonna want to do nothing for the community. See, I gotta wait. I get to breathe. I don't mind keep coming back. If I stay there, I'm gonna wind up hating black people. You know why? I got a sister that I love dearly. I love her so long as we don't live with each other. I don't know about y'all, but sometimes we have family members that we can maintain the integrity of the love we have for each other so long as we don't live with each other. So, the black family in the hood, I'm not designed mentally to tolerate it because when I'm around them, I wind up in prison. On every occasion, I can't take it. I can't tolerate the fact that a man think he has the right to holler at my wife while I'm with her, no matter what she has on. You know, that's what I went to prison for. Because the dude came out of his face to say something disrespectful to my wife, feeling like he had the right to say something to her while I was dead. This is what I shot a brother for. So if I know me, I don't stay there and put myself to task. Let me see if I can meditate in the middle of this chaos. I know me. Every time I got locked up in the hood, it's because my lack of tolerance for the stuff Negroes do that are not educated, lacking in resources, maybe frustrated, maybe not educated by their parents, maybe their parents are not there, suffering from broken family households. I totally understand all of that, but I've taken enough abuse from my people. I've taken enough. I need a break from that mentality of black people. Need a break. Coupled with the fact that where I live grants me a better opportunity based on my skill sets. How can we tell a man whose job is to provide for his family, you can provide so long as you don't leave your community? That's just insane. I'm over here because I'm able to provide for my family way better than I would be able to provide for my family in Brownsville. This is the point we keep missing. I left because opportunity was put before me. I don't see no other person who the community is telling F the heck with the fact that you have better occupational opportunities elsewhere. No, stay in your hood and keep it real. Everybody else gets to do whatever they want to do, work for whoever they want to work for, go to whatever school they go to, eat whatever they want to eat, drink whatever they want to drink. But when I say I need to go to a community as a combination of the food that we're looking to eat, and shout out to the farmers markets that take place, because there's farmers markets over here too. But shout out to the farmers markets that are in the black communities. That's cool. It's real cool. A lot of times white people running them, but it's all right. Shout out to them, even if there's black people serving the fruits and the vegetables. Cool. But what I'm saying is the convenience level of us being able to walk out our home, don't have to travel far like we used to in the hood, to get the type of food that we're on, because we're on a certain dietary regimen. I can take you to Sun Cafe, okay? I can take you to Real Food Deli. I can take you to some places that are so strict about what they serve and what they don't put in food, like soy and tofu. 'Cause a lot of times when you're talking vegan or vegetarianism, people try to pump you with soy and tofu and carrots and broccoli. We don't eat those things. So it's a lot more difficult for my family and I to sustain ourselves because we don't.
My question is,
Hold on, real quick. This is important.
I just want to make a quick comment about it.
You need to hear this.
Go ahead.
This is the part you're missing. We don't eat carrots. We don't eat broccoli. We don't consume wheatgrass. I'm not saying anybody's bad who does. I'm saying we have a specific dietary regimen that the environment that we live in, whether it's Westwood, Bel Air, Beverly Hills, whether you go down by La Cienega or by Santa Monica, you actually have stores that also on the same vibrancy where they're not selling those products in the name of health that we don't eat. It was a lot more difficult to upkeep our approach towards dining out or picking up some food because people keep trying to pump soy and tofu into us, carrots and broccoli and wheatgrass. But in the neighborhood that we're in, it's accessible just by 2-3 blocks. We drive out the neighborhood into another neighborhood. It's accessible. So what we're talking about is this. You got to respect the fact that my family is on a certain mission based on holistic health, on a certain mission based on economics and wealth building, whereby we have opportunities here that just simply do not exist many other places across the country, because over here in LA is truly unique, especially if you're dealing with the arts or have writing as a skill set. At this point, we are out of place for suggesting to somebody, you should stay in the hood when the hood can provide the opportunity that my talents are due. We got to factor that in, family. There's nothing against Black people, though I got something against the ignorant Black people that make living amongst Black people more difficult. This is things that I don't want to see no more, or things I need a breather from. The garbage in the community, all the graffiti on our own walls, I'm tired. The bars on the windows is overwhelming. The police pulling you over every second. The brothers and sisters banging on each other constantly. Yo, it's all right. I don't have to live there to have a positive effect. I could come in like I go all the other places, state to state, and support and show love and teach or feed the homeless or give out toys. I can do the same thing from the community that I come from, that I do for all the other communities I never lived in, while living somewhere where it's more conducive to raising my children in a setting where the food and the opportunity corresponds with us, the people that live in that space. It's that simple.
Yeah, and I hear that, but that's why I said also dealing with the fact, I understand you want to get out of Brownsville, but that's why I named all of these affluent Black neighborhoods, and one that I left out was Baldwin Hills, all in Los Angeles, all basically conducive to everything you said, but these are historically Black communities, and we got to deal with this because this brother's mother, she's from LA. So she told us about the jungles before the jungles was the jungles, and the jungles was the spot to be at. We need brothers like you, again, who have this real estate prowess. Why aren't you going there and making the jungles the place to be again, instead of the jungles? And we're talking about all these
that live in the jungle.
You said what?
The creatures that live in the jungle. We're going to call it the jungle, then we got to talk about the creatures thereof.
Where do we come from?
Brother.
We come from amongst those animals. So we studied those animals,
brother,
and we took upon certain principles of those animals. But then what happened is we got put in captivity. So when you put in captivity those animals, they begin to function a different way. So we have to understand that.
Brother.
But what I want to say is this.
Brother. That's a work.
Go ahead.
That's a work in progress. My children will be aging while I'm here like, yo, y'all got to stay here because daddy got some work to do over here. No, I got to also live for my children. I got to provide for them. So I got to find a through line between what I'm obligated to do for the women that are my wives, what I'm obligated to do for my children, and what I'm obligated to do for myself, so I can be equipped with the necessary resources and tools to empower my family, in addition to being equipped to be able to empower my community. But if I do for my community and handicap myself as a father and as a husband, then I failed. But if I am able to do for my community while also doing for my family, then I have succeeded. So I have found the through line that works for me as an individual.